everybody! How are you today? And welcome to the latest edition of Drew Mania Live. Nice to have you with us on this Thursday, the 26th day of July, the year 2018. And of course, this is yours truly, Andrew L. Perry. Thank you, as always, coming to you live and at you from the busy streets, which is Brooklyn, New York, as I chat to you what is happening in the world of sports. Well, we have a lot going on. We have a lot to going on. We have casual baseball tonight as the Mets go on the road to Pittsburgh has to slow down the Pittsburgh Pirates. We have training camp. We have training camp getting underway. 21 days to training camp in the NFL season as teams are starting a volunteer workout and so, like the Patriots and so forth. The Odell Beckham Jr. is starting their workout with the Giants. But we begin with breaking news as the New York Yankees are finalizing their deal, and it looked like you're going to require A.J. Happ. J.A. Happ for the Toronto Blue Jays for Brandon Thierry I forgot who was the guy. I forgot who else on top of my head. Forgot who else, but the Yankees. But the biggest news right now is the Yankees have required A.J. Happ, and which means to simply this move obviously is simply this: they are chasing the Boston. They want the division. They don't want to settle for the wild card. They'll take the wild card if they have to, but this is basically about the division. This is basically about chasing the Red Sox. That's all it is. There's no way around it. Okay? We could sit here and say, if they settle for the wild card, they'll take it. No. That's not the case at all. That is not the case. The Yankees want the division. They're going into this year with the division on their minds of winning the division, not the wild card. And there are no room. And look at this. And look at this too. There's no rooms for errors right now for the Yankees now. They are 5.5 back in the division behind the Red Sox, and the Red Sox are running away with this division. And they have to. And this is the move. This is the move. By most Yankee fans and most experts and stuff like that, they have to make. This is the move they have to make, and it's a no-brainer. And A.J. Happ is the guy that is a perfect fit. First of all, they needed. We talked about they've been needing pitching for a while. They've been needing pitching for a very long time. Very long time. We talked about that they need a guy. They need a guy. They have a guy that could win. That knows the division. And A.J. Happ has been proven since 2016 that he has won 40 games. 40 games with the Toronto Blue Jays. So, and he has a pretty darn good record against the Boston Red Sox. So this move helps the Yankees in a big way. And as far as Brian Andretti, he wasn't going to be a big time player anyway. Let's face it, he wasn't going to be a big impact as far as the Yankees is concerned. He wasn't. So this is the move the Yankees have to make, and they made the right and they made the right decision. And I forgot to add the fact they required also Zach Britton, which was a big win. as far as the bullpen, and makes a bullpen a lot stronger, obviously, because the Yankees in the last couple of years has been the best bullpen in baseball, and still continue to have the best bullpen not only right now but in history. The number one, the bullpen is one of the most strongest and solid bullpen in all of baseball, as we all know. Having said all that, tonight. They start a 4-game series at the stadium against the Kansas City Royals. This is the team you. I know it's hard to ask for a sweep in any sport. What if it's basketball in the playoffs or baseball in general? But you have to sweep the Royals. There's no room for errors for the Yankees anymore. No room for errors. They lost 2 out of 3 to Tampa. You cannot fall at least 10 games back. Otherwise, the Red Sox are going to run away with that division and not going to make it. And we all know about the Red Sox. The Red Sox are not going to make it easy for the Yankees. They're not. So the Yankees is simple. They have to sweep the Kansas City Royals. They have to. You want to settle for the division. You want to win the division. You want to win the wild. You want to settle with the wild card. Be satisfied winning the wild card. Kudos to you. But you Yankees fans, Yankees deep down inside, they know this is not. They know they're not going to this year winning the wild card. Your goal is to win the division. Your goal is to win the championship this year. And winning a wild card, even though you still make the playoffs, it doesn't matter how you get there. But one of your goals is to win the division. So that's where we are. That's where we are as far as the Yankees, and as the NFL, as the Mets, as the Mets. Yeah, they took 2 out of 3, and they took 2 out of 3 from the San Diego Padres. But what did that mean? What that means? Absolutely, positively nothing. Because they're going to face a team that's good. That is one of the hottest teams in baseball right now, which is the Pittsburgh Pirates, who won 11 games right now in the thick of things in the NL wild card as we speak. And I expect the Mets to get swept. And should we be surprised about it? And I said it before, I say it again. Let Cespedes get that injury. There's no, even if he's not healthy, even if he is healthy, let Cespedes get as healthy as possible, and let him have that surgery, because this season again is long gone. And as while we stay on the Cespedes news, you know what a turn of events as far as this Yoenis Cespedes saga. We all wanted Cespedes to because he helped this team. He obviously turned this Mets franchise around. But nobody expected the Mets to go to the World Series. I don't care how much of a big Mets fan you are. Nobody expects them to go to the World Series. But the injury of Cespedes right now changed have a different perspective in as far as the Mets is concerned. And now it's like, what do you do? Do you trade him and this and that? Hey, we've been wanting to keep Cespedes. Now we want to trade him because he's not on the field a lot. Again, this season was long gone. The season was gone from the middle of May. From the Mets lost a 4-game series to the Atlanta Braves, who's battling with the Phillies right now for the division, for the NL division, for the NL East right now. And look where the Mets are at right now. The Mets, as far as I'm concerned, the first thing you gotta figure out what you're gonna do with Mickey Callaway. That's what I was thinking. Figure out what you in the offseason, what you gonna do with Mickey Callaway. Because honestly, the biggest crowd you're gonna have is in the U.S. Open. Because from here on out, you ain't gonna have any sold out. A lot of people ain't gonna. Not a lot of people is gonna show up in that ballpark at Citi Field. I can tell you that. You see a lot of empty seats again when San Diego was in town. It's Yankees. It's all about the Yankees from here on out, as we all know. It's always been about the Yankees. Now enough with that's what's now going around let's all around baseball for a second. The Nationals, Steven Strasburg is gonna be on the 10-day is going to be on the disabled list. So is Chris Bryant from the Chicago Cubs. He had a shoulder with a shoulder injury, and how about the Oakland Athletics? As I mentioned, the feel good story, really feel good story out of this team, Oakland. Oakland has really surprised me, to be honest with you. Really, honestly, I thought after 2005 we're not going to see this Oakland A's team, but year after year progresses, the A's have really surprised me, and they are right in the NL East, right behind Seattle, and it looks like it's going to be a good race. It's going to be a good race, you know. Seattle's right behind the Yankees, and it's gonna be interesting in the wild card. It really is. Now, as far as the training camp, football season is just around the corner. Tom Brady is looking to get. I just saw Tom Brady just now, taking some reps, throwing the ball, and Odell Beckham Jr. looking like his legs, looking like his leg. Someone said Shepard, I heard said he's Odell Beckham. This is the Odell Beckham Jr. has looked more explosive than he had ever before. And Antonio Brown. A flashy wide receiver, really has. But let's take a look at the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers have to do something this year, because since that Super Bowl a couple of years ago, they haven't really done nothing. They really haven't. Since they lost the Super Bowl in Dallas, they really have not a good playoff run. And they really got to do something. And on that note, that's going to do it for this edition of Drew Mania Live. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to listen to this episode again, please go to Spreaker.com and type in the keyword Drew Mania. And please follow my show on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and iHeartRadio. Until then, this is Andrew Perry, always saying to you, Shalom, let peace go with you. And I'll talk to you in the next Drew Mania Live. So long, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday.